Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AC's Jeremy Play Civilization 5. I know Calvin was supposed to be here, but unfortunately, he's just not going to be able to make it tonight. So, um, going to be setting up a marathon game. Let's see. Going to set it to Prince difficulty, huge map, and actually, I do like Askia for my solo games. So let's go to advanced setup. See what we've got here. Yeah, gonna go for the full 12 AI opponents. 41 city states, Pangea Plus map, huge size, Prince difficulty, victory types. I don't really care for the time victory, just because I don't want it to, you know, chop off all of a sudden. Let's see. Nah, everything there is pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And now, of course, we've got the opening monologue. Yeah, that war canoe one is actually really useful, especially if you're going for uh, an archipelago map. There we go. Okay, now we begin our journey. And on a Pangea type map, there's just going to be a lot of land around us. And this actually looks like a good spot. We got access to stone. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and turn those off. I've played this game enough. Got citrus there and stone there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and found my first city right there. Oh, we've even got marble close by. Cool. And those guys, I'm actually going to send them out to explore some. Yeah, we immediately find some ancient ruins, which is going to be very useful in time. Let's see what we need to produce first. Of course, we need to start getting some culture going so we can get some actual policies and the bonuses that go along with them. Now, I hate this tiny little list, so I'm actually going to open that up. And one of the best things to do is try to get as much of a jump in technology as possible. So I'm actually going to queue it up all the way to writing. Because with that, we can start building the Great Library, which gives us a tech free. Now, of course, one of the fun things about Civ is the fact that you just get to sit here and skip through a few turns real quick. Okay, and next turn, we'll explore those ruins and figure out what we get from it. Got 75 gold out of it. Cool. Always useful. This turn I'm actually going to head into my city, open up citizen management, and I'm going to set it for a science focus. It won't change anything right now, but it'll be useful later on. I'm really looking forward to the Civ 6 release. Some more ancient ruins. We have some bison over there. Discovered some sheep too. Cool. Let's see what we get. Okay, we found the Grand Mesa. Always cool. Ruins explored. Got some more citizens. Okay, doing pretty good. I see. Yeah, Grand Mesa is a production money resource or wonder. So, have to see how, if we want to incorporate that into our empire. Probably do, in all honesty, but we'll see. Okay, just discovered our barbarian encampment, so of course I'm going to cancel their automation. It won't really do much for me until next turn. It also looks like I'm about to find a city-state down there. Yeah, you can see their borders. Hmm. Yeah, we ended up taking a little bit more damage than they did, but that's mainly because of the fact that we're attacking an encampment. Okay. So, hit them once more, and then we'll go ahead and fortify until healed. Next turn. Okay, now they have a unit promotion, and one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen is the heal instantly one. Because I see absolutely no reason in wasting a unit promotion on that. Because once they start gaining levels, they start gaining levels, and they can only go so high. So wasting an entire level on just a heal instantly is no, that's stupid. Now, because of what I'm currently doing, I'm going to go ahead and go for the drill 1 so that we can get the combat bonus in rough terrain, which is what we're currently fighting in. And then I'm going to go fortify until healed. And that'll give me a couple of turns until they're healed up. Okay. So, another turn or two and they should be fully healed. Yeah, they'll be healed next turn, and then we can start using them to take out that barbarian encampment. Okay. One more turn should do it with them, and you'll notice the disparity there. One is they're damaged, and two, we got that rough terrain bonus. I'm going to go ahead and take out the encampment so that it'll stop generating uh, units, and also gives us a lot of money to work with. So, let's see. Scout, worker, settler. I'd actually like to get another warrior to help patrol my borders, or a worker, but don't quite have enough for that yet. So next turn, I'm probably going to have to deal with these guys attacking me. Ah, except that the city-state is also going to help out there. Cool. I'm actually going to fortify for a little bit here. But I'll try to keep these guys in sight. Okay. And we might be able to wipe them out. Let's go ahead and see what happens there. Yes, we wipe them out. Yay. And next turn. And we'll finish our monument off there. Those guys fortify until healed, and then choose a production. I am actually going to go ahead and go for a worker there. And somebody else founded a pantheon. Their chosen belief, goddess of protection, plus 30% increase to city range combat strength. Cool. Yeah, there are several different paths to victory in this game. So it's always useful to explore as many of them as possible. Okay, now that those guys are ready to move again, go down here, Vatican City, figures. But they also give us 30 gold and 8 faith. Cool. Thank you. Okay, so next turn. Yes, I now have faith, joy. Set these guys up to explore again. Yes, yes, yes. See what we've got here. Need 37 faith to create a pantheon, so I don't have enough to actually do anything with it yet. Of course, with a shrine, I'll be able to start building up more faith. And my border's just expanded, so I now have that marble to work with. And we met another empire. Rather interesting. Okay, and I met their spearmen. Cool. Okay. That is unfortunately as far out as I can zoom right now. Oh, they actually came up to my capital. Suppose I shouldn't be too terribly surprised about that. And it looks like I'm about to meet another civilization. Because that is not a city-state border. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. Okay, guys, that's just ridiculous. The least that we can do is go out and meet our neighbors. Okay. Now we get to do a new policy. 3 culture in the capital unlocks building the Hanging Gardens. Liberty, honor, piety. No. I'm actually going to go for honor to start with because it gives me a bonus versus the barbarians. And some of their later ones are actually really useful. Okay. So, next turn. Ah, Siam. Another pantheon founded. God of the open sky. I wonder who founded that one. Okay. We should now actually have enough gold. Nope. Next turn. Next turn we will get a warrior. Or another one. But I'll use it a little bit closer to home to help patrol those areas. Ooh, there's another city-state over there. Need to go and see if I can find them. There we go. Gao demands whales. Sure. As soon as I find an ocean, I'll be more than happy to find you some whales. Okay. Okay. Purchase another warrior. And next turn. Let's see if there's actually a way through these mountains. Hmm. Yes, there is, so I will get to see who that is. Now my city can start taking pot shots at that barbarian warrior. Wittenberg. Another 8 faith and 30 gold. Always nice. And a barbarian encampment. Cool. That will be quite useful. And those guys are nearly dead. Send my troops out there so they get the experience. Yeah. And I get the culture as well. So, next. Okay. It's the other unit that I've got there. Okay, we're not actually having to cross a river. This would be an amphibious attack, which would be horrendous on my own guys. Okay, promotion. Gonna go ahead and give them shock. And fortify until healed, which will be very quick because they are inside my own borders. And they got another one. Let's see, plains, river, hill. Okay. I can go for shock with these guys as well for their second promotion. Get in there and mix it up with these barbarians. That's pushing it a little bit too far, so I'm actually going to fortify until healed there. But these guys are healed, so I can start sending them out to explore the local area. Keep an eye out for whatever encampment spawned that nasty little brute that came by. Oh, there's one. Okay, go ahead and set that guy up for automated improvements. And move this guy over there towards that barbarian encampment. Choose a new production. Hold on. Got 16 turns until I get that. And I'm still going to go ahead and go for the granary because it will help out with my food production. I'm hoping that one of the things that they update in Civ 6 is this whole 100 hit points thing. I don't understand why every single unit has the exact same number of hit points. I'm sure that there's a reason for it. I'm just not entirely sure as to what that reason is. And my capital has grown. Okay, plenty of combat going on these turns. Go ahead and finish those guys off, and then we can see about trying to track down that other brute squad that left. Okay, fortify until healed, and those guys definitely need to fortify since they just spawned another brute. Yeah, they're probably trying to outflank me. Either that or they may be headed on over that way, which is really going to annoy me. But my city can deal with them. Okay. Yeah, use them and see if I can't go chasing down that other one. Now I'm going to go ahead and adopt tradition. One, because it'll give me more culture to work with every turn. But two, because we can get a bonus to building wonders with our next policy. Okay. Yeah, those little quests that pop up from time to time can be quite useful. Okay. Now protecting Vatican City. Okay. Whoop de friggin' do. game has just hung. Give it a sec. Does that from time to time. Yeah, one of the things about this game is that the DX 1011 version is never quite as stable as the 9 version. And Japan is apparently out there too. Cool. We have writing. Unit promotion. Go for drill. So they can have advantages in pretty much any area. And start beating these brutes up. Time to get some more science into it. Gonna go ahead and go for the wheel next. So that'll start to make things a little bit easier in certain areas. Japanese scout moving along there. And the brutes are retaliating. Okay. Saves me a turn in destroying them. Animation hung again. There we go. New encampment to deal with. Cool. And got some more culture out of that. It's always useful. Fortify until healed. Oh yeah, this is going to be so wonderfully fun. I may actually end up spending a lot of time with that unit fortified. Sacred Path. Okay. Targets nearby encampment. Okay, deal with that in a minute. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Joy. It'll be useful if nothing else. Yeah, now I'm going to need to fortify this unit because, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. They got archers. Yeah, it's just time to run away. And great, they decided to go ahead and leave their archers in. Yeah, I probably just lost that warrior unit. Yep. Yeah, figures. People that like to smile the most. And we're way down at the bottom. Figures. Okay. New barbarian encampment to deal with. Yeah. Joy. ahead and get these guys moving on up that way, since that's where I'm going to end up sending them anyway. Why does it always feel like the AI chooses the most inconvenient place to be? Okay. Now, since these guys are moving in that direction anyway, having them there on the edge of my territory will help them heal faster. And then they can just move on to there. So, it's probably something I should have done to start with, but I don't think I knew about that one at the time. Once Wittenberg bullied. Figures. City-states and their bullying. Go ahead and start tearing into that one. Yeah, fortify those guys. And they have archers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself some archers soon. Gotta back off until I get to a good place where these guys can heal up, then go up there and deal with those frigging archers. Thank you, go away. Okay, we have now finished producing our granary. So now we're going to start in on the Great Library. And since we are producing a wonder, I'm going to set us up for a production focus. So we can get that done in 80 turns. Chop 13 turns off of the overall time there. Okay, set those guys up to heal. Okay, now I have animal husbandry, can build trade routes, cool. And now we're building up towards archery. I'm wondering if I shouldn't reassign that. I see 37 turns, 78 turns. Nah, might have, or sorry, 21 turns apparently. Ah, okay. Wait a minute. Why in the blazes did? Oh, the wheel requires animal husbandry. Okay. Yeah, I'll actually have the wheel before that sucker even finishes out there. So I can go for some of the other technologies here whenever I get that sucker finished off. The Great Library. Okay, can adopt a new policy. So we're going to go for aristocracy because it gives us a 15% bonus to wonder building, which takes that down to 66 turns, which I think is 7 fewer than it was. So we've chopped off a total of 20 turns. Since we first decided to start building it, which is certainly a nice thing to do. Let's see if we can go out here and beat up these archers and then finish off this encampment. That's provided that the archers aren't in the encampment now. And now we have a brute to deal with. Okay, the archers aren't near the encampment right now. Oh, because I've got a... yeah. And we've got a new encampment down there. Okay. Yeah, I may not get a lot of exploration done, but at least I'll have plenty of money to deal with. Oh, come on. The RNG doesn't like me. And there's the archers. And we now are friends with Wittenberg. As a religious city-state, they share their knowledge of rituals with you, +2 faith per turn. They have also given you permission to move units through their territory. Yay. So I now have some faith production. And there goes those brutes. And Gao has grown again. Yeah, the one thing a ranged unit should never do is allow a melee unit to get right up in their face and start beating them up. It does nasty things to them. And my workers are hard back at it. there's 7 more culture to work with. Cool. And of course, my relationship with Wittenberg is getting worse and worse by the turn because that's just the way that the relationship system works in this game. Okay. Next turn. Now, with any luck, we should actually have enough gold to just buy an archer whenever whenever we unlock the technology. So, and we now have that cattle hex within our territory. Set up our warriors to heal. And archers are one of the best units for dealing with basic encampments. And there's another encampment to deal with. Yeah, the whole reason that I keep getting spikes about that is because of that first policy I took, Honor. It'll always tell me if an encampment pops up in territory that I've already explored. So of course, the more territory you explore, the more encampment pop-ups you have. And they generally happen on a cycle. Not entirely sure as to how many turns it is, but generally they do happen on a cycle. Okay, send those guys to go and deal with that one. And then I shall purchase an archer. And I'll send them down to go and deal with this one. And I'm still building up funds for a settler. It's probably going to be the next thing I decide to buy. I actually do miss the tanks of the late game. Those can actually be a lot of fun. And my friends want me to bully the other city-state that I've met. I do wonder, does one cyber entity bullying another cyber entity count as cyberbullying? Hmm. Interesting philosophical conundrum. Okay, now they can fortify. Yeah, even though it may take a little while for the archers to take out a encampment like that, it's really nice because they generally don't have to worry about fortifying afterwards. And I found a coastline. Yay! About bloody time. Hmm. There's a border down there. Wonder if that's somebody that I've actually met. It may be. Yeah, this should be a quick encampment conquest. Sure, why not? It'll make it useful for spying on them later. And it's not like we don't know where each other are. See, I'm currently firing into hill, river, grassland, so rough terrain. Okay. Since I do believe that was a fresh encampment, they may not have been able to spawn anything in the meantime, so that may have eliminated quite a few generations of nasties. Unfortunately, Wittenberg may be just asking for me to conquer them right now. Okay, somebody else took care of that one, but there's another one that just popped up right there. Figures. Let's see. There we go. longer friends with Wittenberg. Figures. Just when we were getting to really know one another. Okay, I should have enough faith to found a pantheon now. Hmm. Leaves. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Weird. Found some copper out there. Definitely useful later on. Okay, set those guys up to fortify. 9 turns away from the wheel. 27 turns away from the Great Library. And I should actually have enough money now to buy a settler. So at this point, it's just simply a matter of choosing where. Hmm. Halfway tempted to go with right down here so I can get access to that copper over time. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Another barbarian encampment found. Figures. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to send them down through there. And unless I'm too terribly mistaken, there's resources there that are as of yet undiscovered. So, yeah, definitely a good spot to found a new city right there. Need to make sure that path is clear. Use my archers for that. I can now adopt a new policy. Yay! Let's see. Garrison units cost no maintenance, and cities with a garrison plus 30% ranged. Now that we've got the little upgrades that we wanted there, go ahead and go for Liberty. Because we're also about to found our next city, and it would be nice to have the culture bonus there too. Chinese Spearmen. We now have the wheel. Yay. We've discovered the wheel. Okay. Let's see, we got 14 turns left until that sucker's done. So let's take a closer look at this and figure out exactly what we can get out of that. Probably going to go ahead and go for drama and poetry out of that one. But I'm going to set up for researching philosophy right now. Hmm. Grassland, river, right in between the two coppers. Yeah, that's a good spot. Doesn't really help that it's surrounded on four sides by hills, but we can get around that. Ooh, we even got some bison right there. Cool. Okay. Send them off this way to get myself some exploration. Let's see. Temple of Artemis. That may be something to look at building next to my capital, but for now, actually going to go for a monument there. Give us some more culture to work with. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait until. Uh, let's see. Yeah, that's a lot better than it was. Even though it slowed down my growth a little bit, it really sped up my production there. Now predicting Wittenberg. Have fun with that, boys. Barbarian hand axers. I think those are technically a ranged unit. Seeks a great profit. Good for you. Yeah, they are technically a ranged unit. The Japanese are trying to. Oh, or are they? They may not be. Thought the Japanese were trying to muscle in on my action there. Nope. They're now going to run away. Yeah, you've generally stayed out of my way. Why not? Yeah, fortify those guys. Found some more citrus. Yeah, sure. And some gold over that away. I remember finding, yeah, silver over there. People with the pointiest sticks. Apparently, I'm at the bottom there again. Wonder if Gandhi's out there just waiting to go democratic and nuke me. Given his attitudes, he probably would nuke Askia. have the Great Library. Cool. Choose our free tech. As I mentioned before, we're going to go for drama and poetry, mainly because it's so far out ahead there, which also brings us into the classical age. Can now build a writers guild, and we get to choose a new production. So let's see what we got here. We've got the Parthenon, which gives us +4 culture and has a great work of art or artifact slot. We've got the Temple of Artemis, which gives us engineer points, which is definitely useful. And 10% growth in all cities, 50% production when building ranged units, or a Writers Guild, which is not really a wonder, it's just something that you build in every single city. So I'm actually going to go for the Temple of Artemis there. Probably not going to finish it, but we'll see what happens. Okay, well, that's our first wonder. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Menu, save game. I hope you guys have had fun. I'll be back tomorrow night with Kerbal Space Program, actually. And then Calvin should be back Sunday, and we will be playing Civilization 5 together, as we were supposed to tonight, but he had some issues. Wasn't able to come for it, so yeah. Um, Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, support us on Patreon. Have a good night, guys. Bye.